You cut me off.
And did.
My bad, brother. My bad, brother.
F your comment.
We don't care.
Don't be cutting me off.
Here we go. Welcome to the RIP 28 podcast. This is the RIP 28 podcast. It's a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. I am the world's coolest podcast host. I'm a Slaughter Sports guy, joined by a few of my good friends. And we're going to clear something up right now before we get started. Before we get too deep into this thing, we want to let the world know that we don't discriminate against people if they have, slight education problems and can't properly read or they aren't the smartest people in the world. We don't discriminate against those people. We keep those people around. And with all that being said, the president is not fired. We did not let the president go. The president has other commitments and he can't be here when we do some of our podcasts. So that is why you have not seen El Presidente. He is not fired. He just on break. He on break right now.
like Bernie Mac say, he on MF and break.
There it is. Well, anyway, shout out. Okay, my bad. Shout out to the prayers, man. We'll see you when you come back, man. We'll see you when you come back. But anyway, I'd like to introduce your favorite teacher's favorite teacher. What's going on, LBZ?
What it do? It's your boy BZ the GOAT, aka your favorite teacher's favorite teacher. No Diddy. I'm here to kick it and get this thing started because strong women lift each other up.
And do.
Speaking of strong women, we'll talk about our richest friend. My friend is so rich. When she goes out to dinner with her homegirl, they look like 1980s crack dealers. The way they order stuff in the restaurant and do it up in the restaurant. The richest friend I know. What up, S.Commas? How you doing?
We want one of them. We want one of those. We want extra guac. Give us the big size. Yes, please. Fatman, everybody but Sly. How y'all doing this evening?
Everybody but Sly? Come on, man. Why I gotta be everybody but Sly? Because you never know, man. You never know when you're gonna reach that golden time of day or when your time could come and you're no longer here with us, man.
Come on,
no longer here with us, man.
That joy and pain hit.
That joy and pain hits, man. It is a sad day. It's been since we've been on. We've been off for about a week and a half, but we lost a couple of great ones, man. Starting off with Fat Man Scoop gone.
One of the original party starters. Let's be clear.
Mm-hmm. True. Fat Man Scoop got the party going. He is gone. Who else is gone? Tito Jackson. Just the other day, Tito Jackson is gone, man. God, Tito gone, man.
James Earl Jones, a national treasure.
James Earl Jones is gone. I heard he ain't like black women too much, but
don't do that. Don't do that.
Tito Jackson. It wasn't me. Just the other day. It wasn't me, but that's
whoa, what are we doing?
Sounds in the background, my bad.
That sounds like it.
Come on,
I don't know what's going on with Pepe.
What is Pepe doing?
Pepe about to be fired.
We overpaying for Pepe for sure.
Pepe, the producer, is messing things up in the background. Oh well, but yeah, man.
We also lost Rich Homie Quan.
Rich Homie Quan is gone. Man. Oh, pour out a little liquor for these folk, man. They getting up out of here, man.
You drinking that cheap liquor. You pouring out none of that good stuff.
Yeah, don't pour out none of the good stuff.
I'm not pouring out my good liquor.
Yeah,
I
not
ain't
the
pouring
good
out the
liquor.
good liquor. Yeah, they might get this cheap beer.
We can toast to them, but I ain't pouring none out.
Toast to Rich Homie Quan, Frankie Beverly, James Earl Jones, Tito Jackson, and Fat Man Scoop. Take a drink.
Take a drink, Flo.
I hate the fact y'all gone, but fuck it, I'm still here.
God, might as well enjoy it. Yeah, might as well enjoy it.
Every time we think you gonna act right, you just don't act
I'm
right.
still here. Your boy's still here, so that's all that matters, man. Speaking of, well, I don't know if he's dead, but his ass won't be in New Orleans performing at the Super Bowl. Well, he kind of looked dead sometimes. Lil Wayne.
The little alien.
Lil Wayne, a funny looking dude. But his ass will not be performing at the Super Bowl. That's now, the Super Bowl's in New Orleans, and Jay-Z and Rock Nation decided to go in another direction and pick Kendrick Lamar. And hey, how do y'all
right now? No,
he is definitely hot, man. He is definitely hot.
No,
they play that Not Like Us, man. I listened to the Breakfast Club from start to finish, and they played Not Like Us 6 times this morning. 6 times.
As my son told me, man, I'm tired of Kendrick Lamar. He said, I don't want to hear no more about Kendrick Lamar and Drake. I'm with you, son.
Son, when you start driving, then we'll talk.
Yeah, he don't control his radio.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear it either because I was in agreement with it. It is terrible.
So,
but
here's the thing though. I feel like people are, and I get it. He's a New Orleans hero. He got hits on hits on hits, but I feel like people are not looking at where he is right now. I don't know if you've seen videos of his recent performances, getting the lyrics, not much of a stage presence. And you're talking about an event that was started just to keep people watching the game and to make money. And you want someone who's going to entertain. I don't know if y'all ever been to a Kendrick show, but Kendrick was on a really good show. I don't know if you watched his Pop Out concert, but he gonna give you a good show. And while I appreciate that they want to make their noise for recognizing Wayne and saying that he should be there, I feel like the last Super Bowl that was there when he was at the top of his game is maybe when I would have been like this hype about him performing. But again, Wayne now, he ain't giving you the same show Wayne was giving you 5-10 years ago.
All that lean. You can't fight through that lean. You can't fight through that.
That's why I say just say no to drugs, man.
His voice
though.
No. His voice ain't gonna hold up for
but no stamina.
I'm gonna say this though. I do agree with what you're saying, but I do feel like with it being in New Orleans, he should have had maybe not the whole show or be the headliner, but he should have had a part in it.
We don't know though. Everybody up in arms, and they don't even know who Kendrick gonna bring out, what it's gonna look like, and everyone's already made up their mind about he got snubbed. Y'all don't know what the show's gonna be.
I guess because they're saying he's snubbed because he's not the headliner, and that's not who they're promoting as the halftime. I'm guessing.
I'm commenting to what you said though.
For them now.
No,
I don't really
my comment was to you said, but he should be a part of the show. We don't know that he's not going to be a part of the show.
We don't know. That's why I said he should be.
Look at your friend over there frozen.
Ooh. Boy, he is doubly ugly. He is hard on the eye. But no, I do feel like, they're doing the right thing because, I've never been behind the scenes at a Lil Wayne performance or concert. But from what I heard, we still on Facebook. But anyway.
We still on Facebook?
Yeah, we still on Facebook.
But technical difficulties, we have to take some money out of pay his check.
Well, maybe it slides internet at his house. Pepe's still with us. But
Fly got that 2G internet over there.
got that dial-up. Yeah, he on that dial-up. So he'll be back with us in a second when he get it started.
Somebody must have pulled the plug, that little telephone cord out the wall.
Cam was like, he won't do the show today. But nah. But oh man, I heard that Lil Wayne don't show up for practices and whatnot. So
you don't know if he's gonna show up for the day of the event. He ain't at rehearsal. We got to take a chance.
We don't know. We don't know.
Man, ain't nobody got time to waste money like that.
Yeah, you don't. And like you said, this event was started solely to keep people watching. And I feel like people will watch Wayne, whether it's good or bad, just because he is who he is. And it'll be a conversation piece if he was good or bad, regardless. But I do feel you on, don't nobody want to see you just stand up there and just say, Amelia. We done already seen it.
Because those might be the only lyrics he remembers.
So Wayne out here forgetting lyrics, we can't
Allegedly.
Everything is allegedly on the Rip 28 podcast. It is alleged that he forgets.
Don't really know. And the other thing that we are not taking into account is, again, I recognize what Wayne has contributed to the culture and who he is as a member of the hip hop community. Can't take that from him. But the white folk gotta like him too. And I know some of them do. But your sponsors gotta be there and put their money behind it too. And
that's what it is.
If it's not someone that the sponsors are gonna get behind, again, on this platform, we not about to put somebody up there that's not gonna give us the sponsorship that we need.
And they're striking while the iron is hot. Kendrick is what everybody's talking about now. Kendrick Lamar and when is he gonna put out his next album? What is he gonna say next? What is this? What is that? So yeah, I definitely agree. You gotta go with what's gonna be best for your company and the sponsorship. So I agree with that. But like you said, we don't know if Lil Wayne might come out with them little thin dreads.
Baby, them things look like a tarantula up there.
Boy, there you go. That dial up Cam put the phone jack back in, so you got internet.
Back here.
My bad, Chief. I don't know what happened, but I'm back on.
You gotta get that 2G dial up together.
You gotta get that shadow from over you too.
Whoever that is doing the work, tell them we said thank you. Because
we appreciate it.
It's my first time using a Mac computer, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on, why it ain't happening. But my people, y'all did continue the program. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
we just showing you, we just showing you that if you all decide that you get too big for the podcast, we're gonna ship your ass out of here and keep it rolling.
Just like you got too big for that shirt you got on.
The boy been in the gym, boy. Hey,
you should have took your shirt with you.
Y'all seen them coaching shows I've been doing? You see?
Hey, I see, but you should. Hey, you was in there you was in there getting bigger and getting swole, ain't it?
Who's gonna help you get out that shirt? That's my question.
Get it.
Sly, you do look cut up, but you was in there getting swole and getting big, ain't it?
That's because he got baby girl t-shirt on. All you got to do is put on a little t-shirt, bro.
Should have put some Magic Grow on that shirt. Or take it in there to lift weights with you so it'll get bigger.
Hey man, hate don't look good on y'all, man. It don't.
Well,
y'all better than that.
Hey, they hating on Kendrick Lamar, so we can hate on your bald head.
Y'all better than that, man. Y'all better than that. Y'all parents raised y'all better than that to be haters.
Brian, who's gonna help them get out of it? That's
they're gonna put that baby oil on his back, and then they're gonna just put
It's a family affair to help him get out of there. Yeah. Even the dog.
The dog like to run down the street. The dog gonna run away. The dog ain't even part of that.
That's what I got my wife for. She'll grease me up and take my shirt off.
But do you have? Wait, is she in the background yelling what she not gonna do?
I don't know.
Hey.
Apparently, the RIP 28 studio did not have the do not enter sign on. the RIP 28 studio has been overrun by people in the RIP 28 studio.
Talking.
I need to put Pepe. Get on guard duty out there, Pepe. Let's stop people from coming in the RIP 28 studio.
Pepe is overpaid. We about to start docking his check.
Pepe is finna be not paid. He's finna be not paid. That's ridiculous.
I'm about to fire Pepe, man.
That's ridiculous.
All in the RIP 28 studios.
We're an international show and we can't even get the whole.
You running a Bush League outfit over
Bush
here.
League.
You got people in the shadows, your shirt too little, you're going out and coming back. What are we doing here?
Carl, he probably passed out.
Put him on right there, boy. Flex on him. Flex on him, Slide.
That fool done passed out from that shirt.
Right, because he holding his breath in because he got to make sure.
It don't matter who hate on you, boy. They just want to hate on you.
Nurse Misha in the comments. Misha, does he look like your shirt too little? Please tell us.
Misha, is he giving us the international sign for he's choking?
You know, it be your own people. It be your own people who do you worse, man.
No Neck J is? Y'all ever heard of No Neck J?
Be your own people.
He the dude, I don't know. He got a little do the little reels and his neck is permanently stuck like that. And I thought about him when I saw Sly with that little shirt on.
Whatever. What up, Sheba? We see you out there.
Sheba, hey girl, hey.
Only thing
Sheba,
I thought
the
about
future
was how
grandmama.
long is it gonna take him to get out of that shirt?
We see you, Sheba. Hey man, what I missed, man, when we was going.
We trying to make Sly, we trying to make money. So I got a money venture for us.
What's that?
I'm taking tabs.
I need to start stripping again.
I'm taking tabs on the over under on minutes it's gonna take them to get Slide this shirt. We're going over under 10. What you got?
Check this
under
out.
10,
okay.
but over 4.
The way these arms looking right now, I can go old school Hulk Hogan and just rip this thing off.
I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? I go old school Hulk Hogan.
It won't take
burp.
It won't take much, Hulk Hogan.
Hey.
Look, and you know he can't lift his arms over his head. It's constricting. They go to hole right there. See that?
Right there.
That monster, hey, it's under his armpit already.
But look how the sleeves ride up.
Y'all just, you know what, man?
It almost look like you got on a turtleneck.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Pepe. Now, we're on the RIP 28 podcast here. On the RIP 28 podcast. We got a lot to talk about on the RIP 28 podcast. Today, we need to talk about everything that's going on in the world out here, man. A lot of stuff going on.
It's a lot.
The Brat.
We've already covered the Super Bowl.
We covered the Super Bowl, so let's
got the Super Bowl taken care of.
Let's go to the Brat, man. The Brat lost her baby mama to some real peen.
Now hold on, that sounded funny within itself. She lost her baby mama.
She lost her baby mama. To some real peen. You know what? But here's my thing. And they get mad at me. When people get mad at me when I say this, but you know,
sometimes to be ignorant.
Sometimes I offend people, you know.
But it is some truth. Behind the ignorance, it is a little bit of truth to it now.
When it comes to lesbians, I don't believe in lesbians who already have kids. I don't believe they're real lesbians. I think they just tired. They just pissed off at me and are tired of what I like to call temporarily tired of the penis. That's it. Because you got like 3 kids. You had to like dick at least 3 times. Hey. At least. and now all of a sudden you full blown gay. You know, hey, come on now. You just mad at me, and I don't think you really gay. You know? And apparently with this chick, I don't know who this chick. I don't really know too much about. I know Brat because Brat is one of my favorite rappers, but the chick I don't really know too much about her. The other chick, but apparently she's left the Brat for some and then she made Brat have a baby. Oh,
First of all, they did a video together that said the rumors weren't true.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Well, I guess that goes that subject.
They both, you know.
There goes that topic.
We not gonna be out here telling untruth. Sorry.
We just out here reporting anything, man.
Anything.
We just out here report. We just looking for a story.
Golly.
Man, I did not know, man.
We better talking about that little bitty shirt than making up lies.
I thought they was fake lesbians.
Hey, but you know what Charlemagne the God say? Who care about the truth when the lie's more entertaining?
And I think that's what it is, man. The lie is definitely way more entertaining on that one. Or maybe it's one of them things where they was embarrassed and you know they just saying they together to get out, you know, so the spotlight don't look too bad on them. You ever thought about that? Well, that could be it too. They could just be saying they together and really not together. Shout out to Tito. We see you out there. Big O, we see you out there, Tito.
Well,
I was a little bit, I'm glad Tito out there. I'm glad Tito out there because I got nervous. My timeline, it popped up. Tito died. I was nervous. I was scared for a second. It was Tito Jackson.
Boy,
Tito
I
Jackson.
cannot stand you.
But anyway, them fake lesbians. So I guess they really not breaking up.
Or why do they have to be fake? They can really just be I love who I love. And at one point in my life, I was in love with the man, or I slept with the man, I had children with the man, and now I love this person who happens to be a woman. So they could be I love who I love. I don't think it's a fake lesbian.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of love who you love, this wasn't on our topic sheet, but it came up across my timeline. I can't think of the guy's name, but the kid who played Michael Bivins and he was on Empire. He was the youngest son on Empire. I heard he's like doing gay porn on OnlyFans.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That wasn't on the sheet.
That wasn't on the sheet. That wasn't on our big board, but that just popped up. That popped up on the timeline. He's doing gay porn on OnlyFans now. So, oh man, the preacher wife just jumped on. God, sorry to say that. What up, Charlotte? I see you popped on. I know y'all can't talk about that in church service, but I don't want the saints to hear that. I don't want the saints to hear that, Charlotte. But yeah, you know, it's messed up when.
He said, "Don't piss me off."
but
Tyler, you know he ignorant, Tyler. Please don't pay him no mind.
But yeah, man. The thing with a lot of these chicks who say they're gay, you know, I think it just might be a temporary thing. I think it's a temporary. I think they temporarily gay for a little while because they mad at men for a second. So I think that might have been Brat wife thing. She might have been temporarily gay.
That's real ignorant.
I mean, it happens. It happens. If you done had 3 kids and you done been in relationship for this with Ben, and then that man did you wrong, and now all of a sudden you gay, you don't find that kind of strange?
But you don't know that some man did her wrong. Maybe she left him. Maybe he was sorry and she was like, I'm gonna go someplace else. Or maybe it just didn't work out. Don't.
No.
I said he gonna spend it the way he wants to spend it.
You know them temporary gay chicks, they be out there, man. They be gay because it's cool for the second. And then they go back.
Sheba said maybe they not gay, maybe they're bi.
Oh, yeah,
maybe they flip back and forth.
That could be it. That could be it. They could just be bi. Tito, how do I get gay porn in my vocabulary? I'm just reading. I'm reading off the screen, Tito. Yeah, I'm reading off the
Talking about
screen.
gay
Bro.
for the state.
I'm not with Tito tonight.
Shala says, I think maybe talking to a man saying the things you are saying made her get with a woman. That is my but that's my point. That's really my point. My point is she's not really gay because she likes women. She's gay because she's mad at men. That's what I mean by the temporary gay. They're not really gay because they're attracted. Now, if she walking around wearing a flannel shirt and cut her hair off into a box, she's gay. That's gay. When she started taping the titties down, that's gay.
Please don't. No.
Yeah.
Or
you ever notice?
Or it could be someone who, for years, suppressed who they really were because of societal norms, or I'm black and my daddy a preacher and I can't be who I want to be, so I'm in this closet. You just don't know.
But you ever notice though that studs have kind of the biggest titties? I don't know if you noticed that, but I do know stud titties be pretty big. I don't know if that's the proper term. I think that's the proper term. But we try to be politically correct here on the Rip 28 podcast. Well, I try to be.
Do we?
I try to be. I stopped saying the R word.
Good.
I stopped saying that. And
wait a minute, Tito. Wait.
Tito is out of pocket, boy. Tito out of pocket.
Most studs have big titties and nice hips. There you go.
Oh boy.
They do.
Let's move on.
They tape them down.
Let's move on, please.
Side note, a very funny show that's on Tubi is called the Lesbian Homie. You know the guy Big Jaw? The guy who does all those skits out in California. He's the real big muscle bound, real big dude with a bald head, and he does all those little skits. Talk about to the max. He got a show
Big
on
Jaw.
Tubi. Yeah, he got a show on Tubi called it's 2 seasons. It's called My Lesbian Homie. So funny show. You should actually watch it. So he ends up having sex with about 3 or 4 different studs. It's a funny show. It's hilarious.
Well, Big O say Sly thinking about some stissy.
That was funny. That was funny, Big O. I'm gonna give you credit where credit is due. That was funny.
Oh man, you talking about some stissy.
That was funny. Yep. Damon Williams say big with the bootsy cut. Yep, they do have the bootsy cut. Most of them have the bootsy cut.
Man.
What up, Norland? Somebody see Norland out there? What up, my man, Norland?
What up, Norland? Hey man, this shit is out of hand.
Can we please go on to something?
Yeah, we are getting out of hand.
Oh, did we talk about Tyreek yet? Was Tyreek right or wrong? Tito, you on the road, Tito.
We about to put you out the comments,
Tito, you on the road with that comment, Tito.
Hey man.
Tito, you on the road. My goodness.
You are
funny.
Right, this is getting out of hand. About Tyreek Hill, was he right or wrong?
I'm about to put something in the chat that we can't say on air. But
Lord. Finally, something you can't say on air.
But was Tyreek right or wrong, man? Let's break it down for the people who aren't familiar with what happened with Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill was on his way to the football game. He was speeding. He was doing 60 and a 45. He got pulled over in front of the stadium. Cop came to the car, asked for license registration, all that type of stuff. And then next thing you know, you see video circulating around of Tyreek Hill face down on the ground in handcuffs. Now, when you look a little bit deeper, you look at the cops, what do you call it? Their vest cam, it shows that Tyreek, the cop came, knocked on the window, and Tyreek rolled his window up after he gave the cop the license and registration, and the cop was like, roll your window down, and, they got to a little talk, and then the cop pulled him out of the car and threw him on the ground. Now, was Tyreek right or wrong in that situation? I think, since y'all took so long, I think that what Tyreek did, according to the law on the books, He didn't do anything wrong. It's no law that says you have to roll your window down when the cops are there. You have to provide them with your information, and then the Fifth Amendment says you need to keep your mouth closed. One of those amendments says you're supposed to keep your mouth closed and you aren't supposed to talk. All right.
Pretty sure
but
not
he followed the laws on the book, but he ain't follow the nigga laws.
So
it's a separate set of laws for us.
But listen, I think what it is, I'm still on the fence of whether he was right or wrong, but I think once the officer makes an ask, then if you don't do what the officer asked, that's where it looked like it was getting out of hand. Now, hold on. Now, a lot of times Black people have complied and still died. Mm-hmm. But you have to give yourself a fighting chance. So if the officer says, I need you to roll your window down, and you don't, that's when the situation can go left. And so I think it's a matter of, while it might not be the law, they ask you to do this. And when you're on your way to work, as he was, and you have to be at work in a timely manner, maybe you should just do what they ask. But again, I don't know that he was wrong for not rolling his window down, because he's on his way to work and everybody's driving by and he don't want people to see him. But his windows are blacked out. The officers can't see him. And all they need is an excuse to say, I didn't feel safe. And you can't give them an excuse to say, I didn't feel safe, so I can escalate this. Because we know that even though they're trained to de-escalate, that's not their first option. Generally,
I agree with Shauna. Even if it is the law that you don't have to roll the window down, safety issues indicate you probably need to roll your window down, because all they need, like she said, is one reason. And you may be in the right. You could be 100% right. But are you willing to die to prove that point, or possibly get hurt to prove that point?
Listen, as a Black man, and I'm specifically speaking to brothers, your responsibility is to make it home. And you cannot give, and again, there are Black men and women who have died when they complied. I am not failing to acknowledge that. But you got to give yourself a chance. And your responsibility as a Black man is to make it home, period.
And the thing is, in that situation, was it an inconvenience? Probably so. It probably was. You're running behind. You're trying to get to the game. You're trying to do whatever you need to do. But like Shauna said, at the end of the day, the main objective for Black men is just to make it home to yours, to make it home. Don't prove a point. Don't die or get hurt or jeopardize your career proving a point, because that could have went sideways with blacked out windows. You know, he's probably already jealous you making all that kind of money. He knows who you are. Who's riding around in those kind of cars in Miami? Towards the stadium. You know what I'm saying? 2 blocks from the stadium. Was the cop probably a little bit, could have been a little inconsiderate, been a prick? Yeah. But
Absolutely.
once again, we have to fight through that as Black men and do what's right. Fight them through the court system if that's the case. But don't put your life and your career in jeopardy to prove a point. Don't do it.
Shout out to Tamika. See you out there. Appreciate you watching the show. Hey, everybody watching the show, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, send us some stars. I really don't know what the hell the stars mean, but Facebook says send stars. So send us some stars. We appreciate sending some stars.
Do we get money for stars?
Hopefully
we don't know.
We'll get something.
We just begging. Hey, look, we just begging. We don't.
Yeah. Or you can hit up that Cash App. Hit up that Cash App. $RIP28.
Hit them with it.
$RIP28 podcast. Go ahead.
Hey, if your kid is starting a what this would be, going into a winter or fall sport, hit that Cash App up. We'll get the right equipment for them. Yep. Show him that Cash App, Fly.
We'll get it to him.
He can't show it. He don't have Pepe. Don't have the graphics on the new computer.
Oh, we got some stars.
We got some stars. Who's that? Carm.
Yeah,
shout out, Carmen.
I'm not there for some titties. I already know. You talking about you should know what they for.
You know what they for. We appreciate it. Hey, we're going to get them to you.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damon Williams just said NYPD broke an NBA player, broke his ankle.
Yeah.
I forgot who they broke, but I remember that. I remember that. But yeah, man, you know, NewOrleans just said, you know, you said NewOrleans said, Sly, you try it. No, I'm not gonna try it because I know the rules. Who said 99 stars? Oh, Tamika.
Thank you. Number one podcast. She is smart too. But she went
appreciate it.
Thank
you, Miss Tamika.
We appreciate it, Tamika. We gonna activate a stars party. I don't know what that means, but they say activate a stars party. Hey,
be careful how we throw what kind of parties.
Wait a minute. No, we not. No, we not.
Speaking of parties.
What is my name? What's my name?
Speaking of parties, we gotta talk about your boy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, Brother Love, Diddy, or inmate 567-321. That's his new name.
Hey, Mr. Mobile, that man tried to put up 50 mil and the passports and everything, and they said no. Well, they must have. Besides all they found in there, they got a lot on him not to give him a bond, dog. Didn't they give Harvey Weinstein a bond? Did it? Am I?
I believe they did.
Bro.
Diddy didn't want it. Damon talking about Diddy didn't want his friends ashy. I bet not. But it's
they say they
found counter friend.
They say they found 1,000 bottles of lube in this man's house. 1,000 bottles of lube in this man's house, bro. Dog.
So, but hold on, but
moist booty holes all throughout.
No.
Wait a minute.
Listen. Out of order. But Brian, get this. So you talk about him not getting bail, right? I don't know if y'all read the article, but in his attempt to get bail,
99 stars from Michelle. We appreciate you. Jen Holcomb, Jen and Michelle, thank you for these stars. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Y'all rude as hell. Anyway, the man offered up his plane, his son's passport, and his mama's passport to get bail. I beg your pardon? How are you gonna offer up your son and your mother's passport for them people to give you bail? Ain't no way.
Shout out to Sheba, 99 stars. We appreciate it, Sheba. This stars party thing is good. Boy, we getting all type of stars.
Hey, Shauna, but yeah, and travel for work like that, and now I can't do nothing because you done offered up my passport.
Don't be trying to get ill now. Go back to your little raggedy stars party.
Well, here go the thing though.
I was just saying, Shauna, that Jen said 99 wanted to know. She said 100. And I wanted to cut Sly off because he cut me off earlier. So that was more for Sly, not you, Carl. Because strong women lift each other up.
NewOrleans, you a nasty mouth talking about.
Yeah, NewOrleans said you don't use spit no more.
People don't use spit no more. NewOrleans, rough. Goodness.
We about to put you out the comment section too, NewOrleans. Goddamn.
Wait a minute. Sheba just said that's the best loot. Oh, come on.
Oh, wait a minute. Come on. Wait a minute, Grandma. Wait a minute, Gigi. Gigi, you can't talk like that, Gigi. You're Gigi now.
Come on, Granny Sheba. We not doing that.
God, dog, Gigi. What is that? I don't need to know about that.
But
I am a church-going fella.
The report. Thank you, Damon. We appreciate the
Amen.
I'm talking about Amp told me to type it. Yeah. Don't put that on my boy.
Don't put that on old P-head. Old P-head ain't said that. That was all you, Sheba.
Shout out to Joe Tucker. We see you out there. Courtney. Hey, Courtney, when you coming back on the show? We're going to need to get Courtney Thomas back on the show. Shout out to you.
Oh, that's my sister, Court. What up, Court? I love you.
Tam D, we see you out there, Tam D. We appreciate you checking us out. Send some stars, people. Send some stars to the podcast. We need it. But
no, don't say nothing about no more star party, cause my sister
but
Shauna is over there upset.
I ain't
Leave
never
her
said I
alone.
ain't moving with y'all.
here's my thing. Here's something else with Puffy, man. I think, and this is a problem with becoming too rich, man. I want all us at the Rip 28 podcast. Shout out to Joe. We see you, Joe. We appreciate them 20. But when you get too rich, your freak level goes in a whole nother direction, and that's why I personally don't want to get too rich. I don't want to get
Nah,
too rich, man. I give me about
nah.
10, 15 million. That's
Like
all I
T,
need.
like Tito said earlier, he been had that on in his mental. That ain't got nothing to do with money. Now,
That
him
part.
thinking he could get away
That
with
part.
it, that
And
may have something to do with
that's
money.
where it went wrong. You ain't an old white dude. And for as cool as you think you are and as protected you think you are, when it all comes down to it, they're gonna treat you just like you look. And that's how they're gonna treat Sly. They're gonna treat you just like Sly when it all comes down to it, because they don't care about your money. Act up if
But
you
the
want to.
but the
But
thing
but
is, man, I'm gonna tell you where if that's your thing, I'm gonna tell you where he went wrong. What he did was he put too many people in his business. He included too many people. If you're gonna do that, do your thing, but keep that between you and whomever. But now when you start
No,
adding,
the ego wouldn't allow him to do that, LeBron.
well, there
The
you go.
ego
There
is
you
too
go.
big, and
Well, what comes before the fall? What comes before the
ego comes
fall?
before the
Pride.
fall.
pride.
Pride or ego, whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever you want to say, it comes
Yeah,
before
it
the
might be
fall.
pride.
And
it's
yeah, it is.
definitely pride.
It
It's
is. But
definitely
I was
pride.
gonna let you slide. I know the oxygen to your brain
But
is kind of
but ego went in there
saturated.
perfect though. I
He
thought
ain't
you was
thinking
going
too
for
well
something for
tonight,
ego.
Braun.
Huh?
He ain't thinking too well tonight with that little
Yeah,
tight
he ain't thinking
circle.
right.
But
But the
here
thing
goes
is,
something right here though. Damon Williams just said rich people get bored with vanilla X. And
how
that's
how
what
how how we
huh?
know? We ain't never been rich. Damon, how you know?
Look,
You rich, Damon, on the
look,
low?
do they?
We
but
don't know.
I
There's
think
been
he got a
plenty
point
rich
though.
people there's been plenty rich people that have lived normal lives or it hadn't hit the fan or hadn't been exposed.
They just hadn't
It's
been
only
exposed.
but
They hadn't
it's
been
only a
exposed.
small few that have been exposed. I'm not saying
We
it doesn't happen. But I
but
don't
we
know.
don't
I'm not at
know.
them Diddy parties. I ain't getting
We
no
don't know.
baby
We
oil and
don't
all
know
that. I
what
ain't with that.
we don't know what the rich people. We don't know
I ain't with
what the
that.
mega. We don't know what the mega rich do in they mega rich parties. Shauna don't tell us what going on in these parties.
Stop it.
We
Well,
don't.
I know
Stop
her
it.
character, and she ain't gonna sell her soul because she's a great
Thank you. Thank you.
That's right.
The other thing that I find interesting about all of this is that all of his friends, or who people think are his friends, crickets.
Yeah,
And he
because
said
they hoping they
that
don't
little
pull that tape with them in there.
his what's the girl, Carisha, please?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I have nothing to do with this and I'm going about my business. And everybody who was like close to him at some point or appeared to be close to him at some point, they like, please don't let my name come out. Please don't let my name come out. Please don't let my name
But
come
talk
out.
about names when the list comes out. When that list comes out, because he has video, because supposedly, allegedly, or whatever you want to say, he's been videotaping these freak parties. So when that list comes out and those tapes get leaked, because you know the FBI gonna leak some of them. You know they're gonna leak them. That's just what they
Man,
do.
listen.
They
It's
got to.
somebody waiting. It's somebody waiting right now for the right moment to send out about 10 of them things. And they're
You
gonna get
go.
paid.
Somebody
I'm gonna
gonna
tell you
see.
what though.
Somebody gonna see TD Jakes up in the boot somewhere.
Hey, but check this out. They said Carl Winslow was in there. I ain't lying now. They say Carl Winslow was in there. Come
Well,
on, man.
he's no longer here to advocate for
Yeah,
himself.
but yeah, I got you. But check this out though.
Oh, look at your DJ. You see Damon.
And they
Damon Williams.
swinging.
He's number one DJ. Number one DJ in the Metro. This man just say, I have DJ swingers and key parties. A lot go on.
What's a
I'm
key
sure.
party?
You
No,
put
I don't
your
want to know.
key,
I don't want
put
to know.
your
I don't want to know.
okay.
Don't tell me.
NewOrleans said we heard all this lube, but no protection. hey,
Nolan, you got one more comment for the night, and we about to put you on the block list.
But that was actually a responsible comment.
You better make it a good one.
Yeah, that's very responsible.
That was actually a responsible comment from NewOrleans right there.
He still got one more.
Hey, but the thing is though, we really don't know what go on, man, because we hadn't been to those parties. But the thing is, man, you have to be a little wiser when you get money.
Have y'all
You just
seen
have to
the
be a
clip?
little wiser.
Have y'all seen the clip of a certain entertainer? And it's an old clip, probably 10 or so years. And he's on a night show, a late night talk show. And he's talking about when he was coming up, he got an allowance and, you know, had to be here, whatever. And the host says, would you let your son go to a Diddy party? And he barely got it out of his mouth. He was like, no. I'm not going to say the name of the entertainer because I don't name names on the Rip 28 podcast like some of y'all do. But,
well, if it's out there, you might as well just say it. If it's on the TV show,
you might as well go find it yourself.
Oh, God. Why
put it in the chat.
I'll put it in the group chat.
Why are you even on the show? Man? We all about saying names.
The brains and the common sense.
But once again, though,
because I'm the beauty.
My theory is, though, the richer you are, sometimes the more weirder you get, because once you start off, if your thing is when you starting off and you have sex with, you say, okay, I'm rich now, I want to have sex with a beautiful woman. Now you got enough money to say, oh, I want to have sex with 2 beautiful women. Now you want to have sex with 3 beautiful women, 4 beautiful women. Then pretty soon it just get more and more freakier after you keep on doing it and you realize what your money can buy. It'll just get weirder and weirder the more money you have.
I don't think
too much money
that make that happen. I don't think it's money. Money don't make you want to have sex with beautiful women.
When you get bored with it, when you get bored with having sex with one beautiful woman, you get bored. Okay, I done had sex with this one beautiful woman. Now I'm bored. Now I want to have sex with 2 beautiful women, and then that get boring. You know what I'm saying?
But for me, it comes back to I think that the money just amplifies who the person really is.
Well, yeah.
I don't think that all of a sudden you turn into this person because you have money. This is who you were.
Yeah, money does make you. Oh damn! Look at Damon.
Yeah, Damon.
David just said middle class women do the same. They be married with 3 kids, get divorced, and boom, date Manny Fresh. Yes, most bulldoggers do look like Manny Fresh.
Wait.
Whoa, boy, this is not the 70s and the 80s.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, studs. We can't say studs is the appropriate word. Sorry. I'm working on myself, trying to get better. Studs is the appropriate word.
Wait a minute.
Recognize that the comments and views expressed by the dude in the little tiny shirt do not necessarily represent the views and the opinions of everybody on the Rip 28 podcast. You about to pass out over there trying to play.
Every time you do that, I'm on the verge of calling 911.
Because you see him holding his breath trying to
that is, when you start doing that, that is the sign for I am about to stroke out.
Look, and he's like this.
These 24-inch pythons.
Look, hey, if he wasn't so dark, he'd be turning red, I promise you.
He just know if he that dark, he just get purple.
Shout out to Janelle. Shout out to Miko. Miko out here checking us out. And
Janelle
certified distinguished riders. We appreciate the certified distinguished riders motorcycle
Janelle
club.
who?
Huh?
I can't see it. Janelle who?
Janelle, well, Moore, the last name, but she wasn't Moore. That's a married name.
I know
our
you.
classmate?
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, that's our classmate.
Okay.
What up, Janelle, Miss Mo?
What up, Janelle? Hey, Miko.
I see you now, Miss Mo. Hey, girl.
Oh, my bad. You know what? Shout out to Miko. Miko, the superstar.
Okay.
Miko got the big bulletin board out there. People ride through her town seeing Miko on the bulletin board.
What he said, a bulletin? No, I have a bulletin board at my school by my room that I decorate. That is a billboard.
Okay, whatever.
This is a bulletin board.
She's on the bulletin board too. Her picture on the bulletin board too. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about the billboard. I was talking about the bulletin board.
That's so little he can't even get the difference between billboard and bulletin board.
I'm trying to tell you. Misha, can you start EMS that way? I have his address.
You know what? Back to what we were talking about over here on the Rip 28 podcast.
Don't be muting us.
I ain't mute y'all. That's Pepe. Pepe got tired of y'all. He was like Erica Badu. I'm tired of all y'all shit. Don't never buy me nothing.
Yeah, Misha said no more midweek podcast for Slot. Thank you, Misha. We appreciate you.
We agree.
This dude here is tripping.
He is wild. Look, the visitors must have left the studio because ain't no way he'd be in there talking like this with the visitors in there.
Well, no. First off, I want to admonish y'all for not letting Miko get her full credit. We need to let Miko get her full credit that she deserves for being on the billboard.
There you go, big fella.
You know? Speaking of like Rat, Misha was on the web page as the top nurse or whatever. We got some good nurses who listen. We might be the number one ranked show, number one preferred show of nurses.
Hey, Sean, trying to tell you to back up, Darky.
We had Tamika on the show. Tamika's another nice nurse, and Miko.
Long time healthcare workers. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Rip 28 podcast, the preferred show of healthcare workers.
I have a special place in my heart for Mish because she is so good at what she does, and had to brag on Mish. They rolling me through the hospital. Yeah, I know Misha. She's such a good lady.
And I bet she was right there checking on you too. No, she was.
Yeah, she came in there. She came in there, Brian.
Yeah, so
she is special. Thank you, Mish. Thank you, Miko. Thank you, Mr. Miko.
We want to talk about, when I say speak, we want to talk about that or skip that? I said, speaking of hospitals, what would I do?
No.
Okay, we'll skip that.
I mean, I'm going to give a shout out, but no.
Okay. Well,
thank you, Mish. Damon gave us 200 stars.
200? Uh-oh.
Come on, Damon.
Number one listener. Number one listener.
You my boy, Damon. You my boy, Damon. I appreciate that.
You are the show sponsor for the night. You are the sponsor.
I appreciate you, Mish. Yeah, they did take care of me, and you came up there and made sure I didn't have anything I wasn't supposed to have. I didn't appreciate that, but I do appreciate everything else.
You don't need no Percocet.
It's in pain. I need it. Hit me with that Perk 30.
Maybe she could have gave you some of them drugs that was at Puffy House.
Oh no, I don't want none of that. I don't want to be in a position like allegedly they say Meek Mill was. Alleged.
Marcus, shout out to Marcus Webb, but he said hello rip.i. No, I'm sorry, he said hello r.i.p. We are not RIP podcast, as in like rest in peace. We are the Rip 28 podcast, not rest in peace, not rest in peace. Ain't nobody dead over here.
But we appreciate you.
We appreciate you, Mark.
We appreciate you checking us out.
But
we are not, ain't nobody dead over here. Ain't nobody dead. Just Shauna breath smell like somebody dead, but that's it.
Half dead mother. That's a half dead mother right there. Because he on his way out if he take one deep breath.
Done. I'm still at the over 4 minutes, under 10 minutes for him to get out that shirt right there. And his wife gonna have to help him.
All right. Well, it's getting close to that time. Time to take a trip.
We would say video it, but we don't want pornography.
We don't want to see it.
We do not want to see it.
My own people hate on me so much. Hate them. Oh yeah, get your colonoscopy, 45 or above Yeah, I had me a
That's
colonoscopy
our
earlier this year.
demographic.
That's about our
That's
demographic.
about our demographic.
I had mine earlier this year. I did.
And ladies,
Tamika,
get the boobs checked.
And that is
I want
one
to let
thing.
y'all know. I do want
Ripped.
to let y'all know one thing. If you don't have a doctor, I am certified in boobology.
Yes. Rip 28 podcast. We are offering
Really?
breast exams.
You
We are
stupid
offering
as
breast
devil now,
exams on the
bro.
Rip 28
Hey,
podcast.
Shauna, put me in with his ignorance
Ain't
one
your mama
time.
watching? Ain't your mama watching?
Well, she got to get her boobs checked too. I won't do them. My daddy'll do them.
I'll do
Well, y'all can do each other's.
But we do offer breast exams on the Rip 28 podcast for you ladies out there if you need it. If you need it. So,
Damon say he is not a doctor, but he will take a look.
and if you need that colonoscopy, you might want to go to P. Diddy house. You got enough lube. You got the lube to get you started.
Well, you can't go to P. Diddy house because he in there in the big house.
Well, I'm pretty sure some brothers in there might want to help you out with that colonoscopy.
They gonna help him out.
Well, that's on another show for somebody else. That ain't the show for me. So we're gonna keep it PG.
There it is, man. But check this out, man. It's about time for us to take that walk, man. We got to take a walk down the 90s block, man. We take a walk down the 90s block. What we do in the 90s block, we take it. I'm sorry, I'm reading some of these comments. I had to laugh on some of these comments. But
that right,
what we do on the 90s block, man, we take the greatest decade and we usually take something from the 90s and we do a compare and contrast of the 90s. But today on the 90s block, because of the passing of Frankie Beverly, we are going to do what is your favorite Frankie Beverly song? What is your favorite Frankie Beverly song?
Hey, Sly, I'm glad you said Frankie Beverly. Because a lot of people have been saying, you know, Frankie Beverly and Maze. Wait a minute, stop killing off Maze.
Don't kill off everybody now.
Here we go now. Here we go. We killing people off. Slow down there, buddy. It's just Frankie Beverly.
Have y'all seen the clip where he was I think it was, who was he interviewed with? I can't remember who it was, but he was talking about, he said, my name is Howard. My mama named me that stupid name. But when I first saw Frankie Lyman and the teenagers singing, that inspired me and made me want to sing. So that's why I told them, or that's how he got the nickname Frankie, from Frankie Lyman.
Look at
I
that.
had no idea.
She's a wealth of knowledge. Just a wealth of knowledge.
That's why Shauna is our music expert here on the Rip 28 podcast.
If it's a song you want to know and an artist, that's Con. That's what we ought to do. We ought to come up with a segment called Musically X Con.
Oh, that
and see if she knows. And no, it has to be old school R&B. That's the only thing now. It has to be old. We gonna get together and get that right.
It could be Beat the DJ. You remember they used to do Beat the DJ?
Yeah. Or Stump the DJ.
Stump the DJ.
Stump the DJ. Yeah, that's what we ought to do, but we got to put our own twist on it.
So what is your favorite Maze song? And people, leave it in the comments. What's your favorite Maze song? For me, I would say Southern Girl. I love Southern
Girl.
That's my favorite one.
We was just listening to that at school the other day. It was an older white lady that was playing it. But my favorite song probably, and I know it's Before I Let Go, because that's the first thing I was introduced to when I heard Frankie Beverly and Maze. That's what, my mom there was playing, so that resonates with me more now that he's gone. So
man, it's so hard for me to pick a song. So my brother's favorite song was Golden Time of Day. So every time I hear that, I cried because that was my brother's song. And I said this when you posted, when the Rip 28 posted the other day, there's something about Silky Soul that does it for me because he's singing about Marvin Gaye and his voice is so smooth and silky. And I just find the irony that he's like, I want to pay homage to this guy while I'm also a Silky Soul. Silky Soul, I'm going to go with that.
Wow, that's interesting because I don't know if I couldn't sing that song. That's one of the ones I couldn't sing for.
He said, Silky Soul, sing.
Have y'all ever seen Frankie Beverly live?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you never. Oh man, bro.
I haven't.
I went to a really good concert, man. It was took an ex-girlfriend. She was actually on this podcast a little bit earlier.
Just about to ask, is she watching us tonight?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We went
long time ago. Yeah.
We appreciate that she still listens, even though you're on the show.
Yeah. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Send some stars, though. Send some stars. But
show us how much you love us.
But the concert was started off Casey and JoJo, Keith Sweat, the OJs, and then Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Oh,
it's a good show. It was a good show.
There was a lot of begging going on in that end, boy.
Yeah, a lot of begging.
A lot of begging.
Did y'all see in New Orleans, they did a huge, another tidbit. Frankie was not from New Orleans, but New Orleans kind of claimed him as their own. So they had a huge second line that they did for him in the streets of New Orleans to send him out New Orleans style.
And what I do like, I think every HBCU band did something for this weekend. They kind of incorporated some Maze into their shows, man.
Hey, y'all just think about these cookouts this summer. When the summer and spring start, man, they're going to be playing Frankie Beverly and Maze all over.
All over.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Deservedly so.
But you know, the thing, I think like toward these last couple of years, you know, he had throat cancer. So he kind of, there ain't no counter to it. He lost his voice. He lost his voice and he would still go up there and try to sing. And just truth be told, he sounded terrible. He sounded bad.
Yeah, the past couple of years, you could tell he was losing his voice.
But what was just so special and magical about it is all he would do is sing like the first two lines, and then everybody else
took over. Yes,
he didn't have to sing anymore.
And that's a great thing, man. When you go and it's like, you know, he didn't create any new music. All these songs are really, really old.
This man been touring on the same music for 30 years and
everybody
still selling out wherever he's performing, selling out.
But the crazy part is, only thing stopped him was death, because he would have still been going for another 30 had he been here and was able to get up there. And like Sly said, you only needed the first two lines of any song, and after that, they weren't gonna hear you anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, man, it, you know, tough loss for Frankie Beverly to go. If you never saw him in concert, too late now.
You missed out.
You know, sucks to be you. But it was the show, you know what I call him? I think he's the black person's version of Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
You know, for those, you know, if you're not familiar with Jimmy Buffett and what, you know, I can't tell you one Jimmy Buffett song. But
I know one.
You know one? Okay.
Yep.
But
I'm a smoker, I'm a toker, I'm a joker, I'm a toker, I'm a midnight smoker. That's all. Nah.
I got nigga ears. I don't know white folk music. But unless it's Sir Elton John, he is my favorite white person to sing. But you know, and he actually is a soul singer too. He's a blue-eyed soul, Elton John. But anyway, but you know, Jimmy Buffett just has this cult following. Whenever he tours, well, I think he died too. I think Jimmy Buffett died.
Did he?
I think he might have. But
to Google.
Yeah, hit Google. But whenever he toured, all these white folk would just come out of nowhere, man, and they just go and fill up his concerts, and they would go crazy. You know, he was
September last year.
Yep. Jimmy Buffett gone to glory. Going
Gone
up to
on
the
the
upper
glory.
room.
Can you imagine what God's choir is like now?
But I know, do you go to heaven? What version of you goes to heaven?
Brian,
Nobody want to see your crotch, bro. I lift the camera back up.
No, yeah, see.
What is going on over here?
Man, we got a professional podcast, and this thing is giving crotch shots to the podcast, man.
Trying to get the viewers up, man. Just trying to get the viewers up. The viewership.
Sir, whoa. Just turn your camera off. You've been off already.
No, it wasn't nothing like that, y'all. Wait a minute now. Hold on.
Joyce don't care who well. Got this little legs.
Yeah. Leave it to our DJ Damon. He said Margaritaville. That was the name of Jimmy Buffett.
That's his restaurant and one of his bigger tracks. Album. Yep.
But yeah, man.
Cheeseburger in Paradise. That was Jimmy Buffett too, I believe.
You know, I hate to see you gone, Frankie. But that, I guess, well, you talk about God would have a good choir. Well, I guess it all depends on which.
So does the jailhouse.
Which version of Frankie that went to heaven? You know, did the older version go or the younger one who could sing go?
You know, when we get to heaven, it's our best self.
Oh, it's your best self? Okay.
Oh, shit.
His best self might not have been saved, though. He might have been in them streets, his best self. So,
that a fool.
Who knows?
It be your own people.
But well, man. Check this out. We're getting close to the end. Time to get on up out of here. LBZ, you got any parting shots you want to give before you get out of here, LBZ?
Man, I just want to give a shout out to the young people out there that's doing well, man, on and off the field or court. Keep doing your thing. I know it's a lot going on. You're not overlooked. We see you. And I want to also give a shout out to my boy who graded out in the almost 1,000 in reading and math and is in the 90th percentile in reading and math and is on the 3rd grade level, which is a grade above. So I want to give him a shout out.
Okay, Messiah. So I got you.
Shout out to his mama, putting in all the hard work.
Shout out to his mother. No doubt. Shout out, Miss A. We appreciate you. Keep doing what you do. He's smarter than Sly already, so we winning in life.
I need him to be smart. I got to ask somebody for money when I get old.
You already started.
Brian, that's a real low bar.
I got to ask somebody for money when I get old.
I got to up my standards.
S.Commerce, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Love on your people, man. Life comes at you fast. I want to give a particular shout out to one of my oldest and dearest friends since elementary school, LaSonia Burkett Williams, and her husband Alfred, their kids, Naya and Aiden. We are all thinking about y'all. We love y'all. Just know that you got people praying for you. And God is in the business of restoration and healing. And I am speaking that over all of y'all. So love on your people.
That's it. And we do love you, Williams family. We love you. And the extended family. Shout out to my boy Moses. Love you, Moses.
Make sure all our listeners, man, make sure you say a prayer for our classmate and friend and say a prayer for her and her family. Make sure you keep them in prayer, man. But once again, this is the RIP 28 podcast, man. This is a podcast where a few friends get together and we talk about a few things. Now, some of those things you might like, some of those things you might not like, but we keep on talking about them on the RIP 28 podcast. And I want to make sure everybody knows.
Oh, Lord.
Do not believe what Bathsheba told you. Spit is not a substitute for lube. We'll see you later on the RIP 28 podcast.
He's already to get out this shirt right here, though.
A hater.
Baby shirt. Get us off Facebook, baby shirt.
Hater.
baby
Baby
shark.
shark.